spot a child sex offender? What are the signs to look for? Is it the white van that drives down the street every day? Is it the man that you see at the park every time you're there? Is it a shady-looking character that's always walking near the school? The reality is that more often than not, the offender is known to the family and the child. I was a mother of 4 beautiful, intelligent children, a successful businesswoman, and married to the love of my life for 10 years. A man I entrusted my life to and the lives of my children. A man of honour, a pillar of society, so well respected by so many. We didn't have a charmed life, but we had love and we had strength and respect for each other. We had happy, healthy kids who achieved at school and at their sports. We had dreams and plans for our future. It was enough for us to be happy, or so I thought. That all changed in October 2015 with Annie's disclosure. For so long, another side to this man had been kept hidden. The more the story evolved, the more it seemed like a whole other person that I had never met. It is extremely difficult to put the two together. A loving husband, a provider, a protector to our family, and the sadistic sexual predator who preyed upon our daughter. I consider myself a good judge of character, and those that know me know that I don't suffer fools. So how did I not know when this was happening in my own home by my husband? From years of therapy, I have learned that it wasn't a flaw in me. It showed just how good he was at what he did. The grooming, the manipulation, the subtle nuances which are only seen in hindsight. Why didn't I pick up on the signs? Because there were no signs. Because I am not programmed the same way that he is. I have a different thought process and a different agenda. It isn't easy to come to terms with the disclosure. It is not something that any parent or adult wants to hear. Have I had my moments of rocking in a corner, not knowing what this world and my life and my family have come to? Absolutely I have. So now put yourself in the shoes of that 13, 14 or 15-year-old that comes to you and tells you that they have been touched inappropriately by an adult. How can any decent adult ever expect that child to walk that path alone? They have been let down by one adult already, an adult that does no better and only thinks of themselves. It is our job as decent adults to protect our kids, to hear what they have to say, whether or not it is uncomfortable for us to hear. It is 1,000 times more uncomfortable for them to endure. It is our responsibility as decent human beings to take action against child sex offenders. And walk side by side with that child to ensure that they are heard and that justice prevails. Child sexual abuse cases in our courts have the lowest attrition rates, with only 1% of cases resulting in the offender serving a jail sentence. And this is only from cases that are reported. Without a child coming forward and then proceeding through the judicial system and giving evidence, there is no case for the offender to answer. We as adults need to make this system easier for children and their families to navigate. This is the only way that we can take these predators off our streets to protect our children and ultimately the community at large. No More Fake Smiles is committed to start the journey to make this change, but we cannot do it alone. I ask all adults to take responsibility for their actions. If a child speaks out, listen to them. If a child speaks out, believe them. If a child speaks out, respect them. And if a child speaks out, above all else, support them. I would like to thank the many family and friends who have supported us and continue to support us on our journey. In particular, the staff at Sunshine Coast Grammar School, many who are here this evening. They picked us up at the second half of our journey and have been incredible support. I would also like to thank all of our sponsors this evening, especially the Lake House for providing this beautiful venue, Todd and Sammy for hosting, Kylie from Love Lives Here Photography, and Dr. Kerry Corcoran from Sunshine Coast Grammar School for doing video for us this evening. Please, if you can dig deep and win yourself one of our awesome prizes and help us protect our kids, we would love that. Annie, my darling, I love you with all of my heart, and you will never leave this earth before me. Never. Thank you for supporting No More Fake Smiles.